Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday, April 2nd. It's been about 2 weeks since we planted the tomato seeds. We had the plants down in this room for a little while, up on the dining room table for a bit when they germinated. That was kind of annoying, and then we finally put them out in the outside garage. The reason for that is I still don't have everything set up out there, and it's just annoying to be bringing water back out to the garage. So we kept them in here as long as possible. We had really good germination rates, quite surprising actually. We have tons of tomato plants now, and it's a good thing that they're finally outside. With that many plants, things do start to, it gets pretty messy, kind of stinky. So that dirt smells. What can you say? So they're all outside. We'll go take a look and out there after we're done down here. I did start to pot up the tomato plants about 2 days ago. Ran into a problem where I just ran out of pots. So apparently the nursery pots are not available locally. So put an Amazon order in, and we should be getting them at the end of this week. At which time we will we'll be potting everything up, because a lot of those tomato plants are they're getting pretty close to depleting the nutrients in those little I think they're 2-inch pots. Today we're going to be planting a couple trays of we got broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, a whole whack of again, vegetables that have a really long lead time. With our really short growing season, we have to start all these things inside. Timing on these is not as important. I mean, with peppers and tomatoes, you really want to start them as early as you can. Again, putting them outside, you want them to produce during the summer and before the cold weather kind of kills them off. With broccoli, cauliflower, all these things, they produce once. So while it's nice to get them to produce a little bit earlier in the season, ultimately they're going to produce a head of cauliflower, a head of broccoli, or a head of cabbage before the end of the summer, as long as they get started in a reasonable amount of time. Checked my book from last year, and it turns out that coincidentally I planted all these things on April 2nd of last year as well, so the timings are actually identical to last year, but pretty easy. Get this done pretty quickly, and then we'll go take a look outside and see how the tomatoes are all doing. Now, I guess the first thing I have to do is find the seeds I'm going to be planting. Cucumbers, no. Alright, there we go. Pretty easy job for this week. We planted 36 of each. Regular cabbage, Savoy, cauliflower, and our imperial broccoli. Most of the seeds, except for the imperial broccoli, were just, open packs of seeds that I'm trying to use up. Imperial broccoli, we go through those seeds quite regularly, so that was a brand new pack. But yeah, we'll see how all those germination rates turn out. And yeah, that's work finished for this week. Let's head out and see how the tomatoes are doing. Okay, so for the peppers, red night and the yellow peppers here, planted all the seeds. Most of them came up. They will be ready for transplanting when the Amazon order comes in and my new nursery pots get here. Hard to believe, but nobody in my city will stock nursery pots. It's apparently it's a rare thing. These are Inferno, a new hot pepper that we're trying this year. Again, good germination. Jalapenos, these are slightly older seeds. Didn't quite do very well in this tray, but on the back side of this tray here, there's quite a few jalapenos. So we're going to be we'll have plenty of plants for hot peppers. Lemon Boy, tomato plants doing very well. Sweet Million, these are all Sweet Million tomato plants, doing great under these new lights. I do notice that the plants are turning towards the light that's just in the center of this shelf. So if a smaller one shows up on in the used markets, maybe I'll pick it up. All I do is rotate them every time I take them out to water them and rotate them. They do just fine. More Sweet Million than I ended up transplanting. What are these? I think these are eggplants, all doing well. We actually did get some celery that came up. Not many, but yeah, good first ever germination of celery seeds. So that's that's an endorsement of the new planting room out here. These are sweetie snack peppers, small peppers that do well in planters, so we'll try those this year. These are the 10-year-old beefsteak tomato seeds that I planted, 10 of them in one of these little pots. All I ended up doing was breaking up the clump of tomato plants, and because I was out of nursery pots, I just replanted them in one of these in these trays. I ended up with more than enough plants to do an entire tray, but I just ended up doing one. They were in rough shape after I pulled them apart and separated, 10 plants out of each one of these little 1.5-inch pots. But after replanting them, giving them a little bit of water, they all survived and are doing well. I don't really know what we're going to do with all these tomato plants, but we'll put them to good use. San Marzano, these are the Roma tomatoes. I would have potted them up 3 days ago when I was doing the others, but again, ran out of pots. I have been separating them, so if 2 or 3 plants per pot, I pull them apart and individually plant them. Worked out fine for these. I haven't lost a single plant yet. I'm ran out of pots. But if I do lose a couple plants because of it, it's not a big deal. These are all doing well. These again are under these weaker grow lights that I picked up off the used market. Is quite a difference between those and these flat panel ones. These ones do get very hot. As a consequence, the plants above it do get a little bit hot. They dry out a lot quicker. As you can see, these guys will bounce back though. These are what are these? Pineapple, and I think those are Ultra Girl. Yeah, they'll be okay. They'll make it. They just got a good drink of water. These ones do take a lot longer for their soil to dry out. Did notice that the ones directly above these grow lights do get pretty warm, but all the plants seem to be doing very well. Onion seeds, doing okay. Nothing to, I don't know. Again, never, I've only had, of all the years gardening, just had one good year with onion seeds. So hopefully by next weekend we will have more pots and we can start doing some work out here. All right, guys, that's it for this week. So next week's job is definitely going to be potting up those tomato plants. It's going to take probably about 3 hours to get them all done. So that'll be next week's job. Good thing that it's Easter and we have a few extra days holidays to get everything done. So till then, I will see you later.